Here again with another Big Bang Theory Season 9 episode review video. Before I get into that though, pretty important if you aren't caught up to the point where I am and rewatching or watching the Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you found out that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be the Big Bang Theory Season 9, Episode 6. The title of this episode is called The Helium Insufficiency. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So we start off with some terrible news that Sheldon has. First, he tries to sugarcoat it and say something else to kind of weather the storm a bit, but then he tells Leonard a Swedish team of physicists is trying to scoop their superfluid vortex experiment. Sheldon wants to perform the experiment immediately, but they don't have all the necessary stuff to be able to do that. So Leonard and Sheldon go to see Barry Kripke, wondering if the department has any liquid helium that they can use. And Barry says, sorry. And Kripke says, if the shoe was on the other foot, would you do this for me? And Sheldon says, hell no. And he says, honesty is the best policy. That's what his mom always taught him. Howard knows a guy that might be able to get them helium. Stewart's been using a dating app. He's gotten 2 dates, which is 2 more than he would have gotten, he says. Well, he doesn't actually say that, but that's what's implied. And the helium guy has some liquid helium. They can pick it up tonight. Sheldon doesn't like doing things at night. Sheldon says this is violating the university code. Stewart puts the dating app on Amy's phone. Amy just wants her phone back, as now everybody's looking through the people that are suggested on Amy's dating app, like Penny, Bernadette, Howard, and Raj. The liquid helium guy is Michael Rappaport, who I cannot stand, by the way. So this episode made me mad when I remember the episode, but not very well. And then I saw Michael Rappaport, and I'm like, oh boy. And they're at a stalemate, trying to who gives who what first, who gives the money, who gives the helium first. And Sheldon threatens the liquid helium guy, Michael Rappaport's character, which I forgot his name, but it'll say it later in the episode. And I'll say it myself because I put it in my notes at the end. Leonard tells the helium guy about what's going on, about how they need to get this to beat another team from Sweden. And he gives them the liquid helium. Amy still doesn't have her phone back as they're still playing this thing on their phone. And Sheldon's worried about getting caught. Sheldon's worried about being an accessory to crime due to the sticker that's partially torn off on the tank. And now it's turned into a drinking game started by Penny, and they have it mirrored to the TV looking at these pictures of potential dates. And Amy, of course, still doesn't have her phone. And then we find out that Amy has been going on dates herself. Leonard and Sheldon go to take back the helium. He'll take it back, but he wants a restocking fee. And Sheldon, of course, tells him how much money I only have this much money. It's going to cost that. Amy's been out with a few people. She's went out with 3 people. Barry Kripke says you can have my helium. And then Sheldon and Leonard, and they end up going back to Kenny is his name and wanting the helium back, as they don't want to include Barry Kripke on. They don't want to give him a plug for stuff that he didn't do, because he wanted to be included in on the paper, or included in the findings and that. So they get the helium, and then they go back to their apartment with Kenny to watch the movie Ernest Scared Stupid, and that's what ends the episode. So I feel like this episode was just a letdown, in my opinion, because of the fact that Michael Rappaport was in it. I'm going to score it a 6.7 out of 10. Like, it didn't really utilize certain characters well enough. Like Howard, Bernadette, and Penny were kind of just left at them watching pictures on a phone. And 6.7 out of 10, that's what I'm going to give it. That's probably a high score, in my opinion. Character of the episode is going to be Sheldon. Penny actually looked really good in this episode. As many of you know, I rate Penny. That's the reason why I started watching The Big Bang Theory. I'll give her an 8.2 out of 10. She could have even been better if she would have been better utilized in this episode, other than just being at Howard and Bernadette's place. So you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please consider Hulk smashing the like button. It would really make Sheldon happy, and it really does help with the algorithm. Share the video with a friend that you know that likes The Big Bang Theory. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms, and don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are regarding this episode of Big Bang Theory. What would you score the episode? Who would be your character of the episode? And if you want to rate Penny like I do, give Penny a score in the comments section. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel. You're watching the video anyway. Join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDAB TV.